So I am Dr. Amber Johnson, Interim Vice President in the Division for Diversity and Innovative Community Engagement, Founding Director of the Justice Fleet, co-founder of the Institute for Healing, Justice, and Equity, and a Professor of Communication. This project is called Transfuturism, and it stems from my research as a Professor of Communication, studying gender, gender identity negotiation, and how we create space for people to live in the whole and full expression of their gender identities, regardless of where they might end up in the world. Transfuturism started off as a paper. I wanted to connect Afrofuturism as a theoretical exploration to gender identity. So Afrofuturists speculate about this future that is liberated and free of oppression for Black people. And I thought to myself, well, Black trans people have figured out how to liberate themselves from the gender binary, and they then can serve as a rubric for what Afrofuturism looks like right now in the flesh. We don't have to speculate, we can go and see it in some of the most marginalized and tucked away communities that we have yet to really fully embrace, explore, love, celebrate. So I wrote a paper, it got rejected. And so I thought to myself, I need to show people what I'm talking about. So I wanted to find a Black trans artist who illustrates comic style sketches.
Well, I'm Wriply Bennet. I am the illustrator who designed the characters for Transfuturism. These paintings are built from images of Black trans folk in our community doing work. Not just doing work, but existing as the work. Transfuturism is an action that trans people continuously take every single day to make sure that we are seen in the future.
It is a one-of-a-kind exhibit that was created by trans and non-binary people for trans and non-binary people that exists to showcase us in our actual power, right? In the ways that we understand power, express power, but also are impacted by power. And I think what this exhibit does is shows the promise of having the power to self-identify, the power to love yourself in a context where people have told you you are not worthy of love, that you don't even exist. And so for me, when I look at all of these canvases, what I see is just an amalgamation of joy, love, future, current. I see hope, I see community concern. And so my hope is that when people who come to visit this, regardless of how they identify in terms of their gender, will feel that inspiration, will feel that hope, will feel that love, and will leave knowing that it's okay to be wholly themselves, regardless of what that looks like.
It's funny to sit in a room with a whole bunch of people who aren't Black trans people, but are in the trans area and the trans spectrum, are viewing their sexuality and gender in a different way, and finally being able to see something that includes one of the most marginalized communities in our world, in our country, and sees them with power. It allows them to feel powerful as well.
So right now, Transfuturism is up on the walls of St. Lucie University Museum of Art. It'll be here through June 5th. It is open Wednesday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the doors close at 3:45, so make sure you arrive before 3:45. And it takes a while to absorb it, so give yourself time.